Do you want to receive a surprise every month delivered directly to your door? A Paper Pumpkin subscription is just the thing to have. My name is Amanda Farlinger, and I help busy women create memories while crafting cards and scrapbook pages using stamps, ink, and paper. Now, kits are a great way for new stampers who aren't sure where to start to get some new supplies and to have all the supplies they need, or most of them, to make their projects. But it's also great for people that have been stamping for a while, like myself. It's nice for someone else to create the project for us, and we just get to be surprised and have fun with it. So today we are going to be opening the May 2022 Paper Pumpkin celebrating in color. And if you've watched some of my recent YouTube videos, I have talked about Stampin' Up's new in colors. There are 5 of them, and they are really pretty. They're a little bright, but I love, especially the Orchid Oasis. It matches my shirt, I think. But I love these colors. So Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Orchid Oasis, and Starry Sky. So we're going to open up this Paper Pumpkin kit, and I'm going to share what comes in a Paper Pumpkin kit, and then we're going to create a couple cards. So let's see what's inside. All right, so there's always an ink spot. So this one is basic gray. So that is something that if you don't have a lot of inks, you get inks in your Paper Pumpkin kit. Now, I'm not going to use them. I'm not a big fan of the ink spots. So here's the little ink spot. Here's the Stampin' pad. So I like using my big ink pads. You also receive an exclusive stamp set in it. Here, let's try this instead. Maybe that's not any better. Anyway, so we have to celebrate your day, to have you in my life, happy, you, just for, you make me and can do anything. So a great little stamp set. So these are exclusive and only available to Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And then here's a little flyer. We'll talk about next month's kit. And I love that the kits come wrapped in tissue paper. It just makes it feel fancier. All right, and with plastic. Now this kit also comes with instructions, color printed instructions. If I can get the plastic off. There we go. All righty. So we have some Terran tape, which is a great adhesive. So the Paper Pumpkin kits come with their own adhesive, their own stamp pad or ink pad, stamp, and everything you need to put it together. You might need scissors. You might need, say, a take your pick tool to make it easier to put these little embellishments on. If you don't like the adhesive that's in it, I prefer to use the multi-purpose liquid glue. But if you don't have any ink and if you don't have any stamps and you don't have any paper, this kit will have everything for you. So I think there are 2 cards per color because there's 5 colors. So there should be 2 envelopes per. Now, one thing you could do, which I love doing sometimes, is see, it's a little hard to see. There we go. The inside is printed. So you could cut this envelope up and just purchase some envelopes, white envelopes, Stampin' Up! White envelopes, and use those instead. And then you stretch your kit even further. So then we have some card bases. Okay, so they're just white. They're not printed. And so then we have, oh right, this kit had optional, what's the word I'm looking for? Gift card holders. That's right, in each of the colors. So this kit here, I'm missing the blue. I don't know, we'll find them. And then some printed, and they're like die cut and gold, which is really pretty. And then we have these here. Whoops. So some printed gold ones. And oh, this one has like an edge to it. That's pretty cool. We have some yes, I think that's yes, so you can stamp on it. And some, oh, that must go with that card because of that edge. And some gold, other things. All right, so let's look at the instructions. So these instructions here let you know what the cards, so this is what the cards look like. And so there's little gift card holders or additional pieces that you can use to create other cards. And I like making at least one card the way it's supposed to be made. And then I like creating something a little different using additional products. All righty. What one? I'm going to make this one because it's pretty cool. All right. So this here, we need this one and a white one, a white card base. Set those off to the side. I'm going to need a circle. Now, when you first sign up with Paper Pumpkins, if you've never been a subscriber, then you would receive a block in your kit. So this block here, I believe, is the size of a Paper Pumpkin block. And it's the same size as block D. So all of these stamps should fit on that block. So that way you have a block. So you have everything. So keep the block. If you recently signed up as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, keep the block that you get at first because you will need that to put your projects together. Now, every month, you might wonder if there's, if you get to choose. So you can decide which months you would like to have the subscription. So whether you do it month by month and you can decide, or you get all of them regardless, it's up to you what you would like to do. All right, so that goes on there. So some months, the sneak peeks that we get, and I do share them. If you visit paperpumpkin.fromwhereistamp.ca, you'll see the current month's kit and also links on how you can subscribe. So it's something that if you don't like what the kit looks like, you can skip a month and then it just refreshes for the following month. So you would have to skip every month that you don't like. But it's nice because if you do like the kit, like the sneak peek, then you don't have to do anything at all. All right, so we put the stamp in the ink. We're doing just for you. We'll line this up here. There we go. Now, another thing that's good to have is a stamp cleaner. So this Simply Chamois is my favorite. I'm going to put the stamp back. There we go. All right, so this goes with this. And we're going to take some of these. So if we use the Take Your Pick tool, no, I'm trying to teach myself how to use the Take Your Pick tool for the dimensionals, but I prefer my tweezers. All right, I got my little garbage can. Save the little thingies so they're not all floating around on my desk. So then the last step, like this one's really, really easy. I really like this card though. So you just pop that one down, and we need some embellishments. Now, what if you missed this kit? Well, there might be some, left over. It depends on the popularity of the kit. Sometimes there's full kits left over with the stamp set and the ink spot, everything together. I'm just going to look at the instructions here. So it looks like there's 3 little dots. I don't know if you can see that there. 3 little dots. But sometimes as well, there are refill kits. So if you've missed the stamp and the ink, but you want the rest of the refill pack, so all the cardstock and envelopes, then you can purchase that if they're available. But you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber in order to purchase any extra kits or refill kits. All right. I think I might need some new putty. There we go. If you need new putty, you just pull that off and away you go. All right, so here's our first card. I really love that. It's like watercolor paper. I always forget I have watercolor paper. Maybe I should use that more often. All right, so there's our first card. Really simple, really cool. I like that. All right, we're going to try the blue card, which has like the Tahitian Tide card. That's what we're going to do. Let's see if I can find the pieces. It is a gold one, this one here. Actually, no, we're going to do the green one because the green one is, I don't know. I'm a little unsure about the green one with all these strips. Okay, happy. Which happy? This one here. Actually, we're going to leave that in there just for now. And then we need the little these here to put our sentiment on. And then I think I'm going to grab this. I don't know if I'm going to use these or not because we're going to use some a new dies and stylish shapes. I'm just looking in my drawer here. So the stylish shapes dies are brand new in the annual catalog. I haven't used them yet, but I love the stitching. So we're going to use that. And we're going to use the green. And this card here, let's see if I have a better picture. So maybe this is about the same size though. So that's the card, which I don't know if I like, but I think we're going to add a little pop of color. So we're going to take this and we're going to grab one of the water painters. So the water painters come in a pack of 3, small blade or small brush, medium, and large. And you just fill them with water because this screws off and the top pops off. Let's see. Do I do it green? It won't pop as much, will it? Let's do Starry Sky because it's a really pretty color. It's almost purple. I think it's more purple than blue, but I don't know. All right, so I've just smooshed my ink pad. So these ink colors are available now. You can purchase, oops, I don't want it that way. You can purchase the ink colors in the annual catalog along with the water painters. So why doesn't the water want to come out? There we go. I'm just impatient. Okay, a few drops of water, and I'm just going to pick up some of the color because we're going to do like a watercolor wash on these. Oh, I'm going to do a watercolor wash, but I'm going to put this down first just so I don't get my table all dirty. And I'm just going to go, because it's gold, it won't it won't stick. It shouldn't stick to the gold. Oopsie. It shouldn't stick so much to the gold. So I'm just picking up more and more color and adding it in. There we go. And then to clean this, you just have to squeeze. I know you really can't see that, but squeeze the water out, but of course it doesn't want to come out. So I'm just gonna leave that. I'll clean it up after my video. You don't need to see me clean that up. All right, so we're gonna set that off to the side. So we're gonna let this dry. So there's our happy. Oh, but we do have to take a Kleenex or a towel or something. So see, I've pulled up that ink off the gold. So just a light burnish. And so you can see there, the gold is not colored. All right, so we're gonna leave that off for a minute and we'll get to some die cutting here. So that's for our sentiment. These I might use. Our card we're gonna fold in half. Get that ready. And this goes this way. All right. So I think we're going to do a portrait card. And I do like the gold. So we're going to pop these out. I think, maybe. And I think I might die cut these, but I'm not sure yet. Oh, and I forgot to grab, I need to grab some cardstock to go with this. So this is Parakeet Party cardstock. Just grab some of that. So you can add on whatever other products seem to be the best fit with your project. So maybe you don't like the cards that Stampin' Up! Has designed and you want to do something a little different, like I am. You can certainly add in other products and coordinating products. And a great way to get the in colors right now is I'm going to bring up the in color starter kit. So for $135, you'd get a starter kit that you can pick up to $165 worth of product. So you could get some new stamp sets or trimmer or the Take Your Pick tool and Simply Chamois to work with your paper pumpkin kits. And then until May 31st, you'd receive $91 and I think it's $91.25, but I can't remember. It's at least $91 worth of in-color products. So there's designer series paper, all 5 ink pads, cardstock, along with embellishments. All right, back to the card. So I've cut this 3 inches by 4 1/4 because the card is 4 1/4 inches wide. Our standard cards are 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then I think I'm going to see if I can cut these with this banner. Will it work? It'll work. All right, so we're going to cut that up. Oopsie. All right. Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is something else that you could use to put in your starter kit. It's like $86-ish. Oh, some paper stuck in there from last time. All right. So I'm going to go like so. Put it through. And it will die cut one for me. And I want to do this 3 times. And I want to focus on the gold. Oops, come on, get in there. Oops. There's 2. And you could do more if you wanted. So if you want, oops, if you wanted to do the whole sheet, I think there's 5, all 5, you could do that if you wanted. But I'm just going to do 3, I think. I hope the blue works. I hope it doesn't clash. They're supposed to work together, or I shouldn't say supposed to. They are designed to coordinate together. So all 5 in colors every year are designed to work together. All right, so put that back. I just love these dies. Squares, banners, circles. All right, put this away. So here is my design so far. Let's see if our happy is dry yet. So we'll just, that's why I didn't want to pop it out of the paper, is so then I didn't have to get my fingers dirty by holding on to blue wet paper. Fun. There we go. So I can keep that for later. All right. I like that. Isn't that spiffy? Although I think what I need is this is Starry Sky. I wonder if I use this circle somehow. So look at your kit and see if there's something that you could use from it in a different way than maybe it was intended. No, that circle gets lost. All right. I like that, but I wonder if I should, no, not the circle. The circle just isn't working for me. So let's pull up this here. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna trim up one of these gift card holders. So it has score lines. So I'm just gonna cut it on the score line, like so. And we're gonna bring it down here just so I can cut it right on the score line. And then I'm going to just use like an inch of it because we're just going to tuck it behind. So I'm going to keep this piece. You could glue it onto the card if you want, but I'm going to keep it just in case. If I don't use it later, I can recycle it. So I think we're going to put this right down here. I like how this is coming together. What do you think? Leave me a comment to tell me what you think. Ooh, we have this little splatter. Look at that little splatter. Can you see it? Kind of, sort of. We're going to use a little splatter with some Parakeet Party. Now I'm going to grab a little block, little A block, just because it's a lot easier to handle than the bigger one. And grab my Parakeet Party ink. My desk. It is a mess. But that's okay. That's one of the fun things, is you get to make a mess while crafting. All right, so we're going to do some random dots. Make sure to rotate the stamp when you're stamping, so that way it looks more random. And you can fill it in as much as you like. I'm not going to do too much, just because I want it to not be like inundated. There we go. And don't forget to clean your stamps in between each time. And put it back so you don't lose the stamp. That would be sad. All right. So let's put this card together because I think it's ready to go together. I didn't think I would like this green card. I'm like, I have to do something with the green card because it's just, I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't like the look of it. So I'm like, I wonder if I can make it better. And I got, oops. I should put this down first. Okay, we're going to fix that. I forgot I'm going to stick this underneath. So where did I want it to go? over here a little. Okay, like so. Okay. And then we'll stick this down here. There we go. Just a little pop of blue. And then, so you could use this tear tape. So tear tape, and so if you didn't have liquid glue, you could use tear tape instead. And there's a couple ways. You can either like rip it off and then put it on to the piece, or you can put it on this way and then rip it or cut it with scissors. I prefer ripping it off the roll. You don't have to get it like exactly the same length. And if it's too long, you just trim it off. So this is double-sided tape, which is awesome. Okay, so we want something like that. And then you just pull off the back. And I don't know, something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. And like this. And like that. All right, so next month's kit, I told you I would circle back to next month. So next month is the pick up the crop, which is really fun because June, my birthday is next month, and strawberries are always ready. And then July, there's raspberries. So these are hints they give us. So we don't know what the paper pumpkin kits will be, but they will give us hints. And just a reminder that if you go to paperpumpkin.fromwhereistamp.ca, you'll have an idea of the current month. All right. So take these backings, or some of the backings, off the happy. It's a little curled, so I probably will take most of them off, just so that it looks flattish. Okay. So that's, I really like that. What do you think of the happy? I really like it. Okay. There's the happy. And now we can just use our take your pick tool and squeeze up that, just squeezing up the putty. There we go. So that I can pick up some little dots. Now, just to be inspired, let's look at, okay, so they had one up here. We'll look at the instruction sheet just to see where they have the dots. And they had, let's put one there. And what other color should we use? Need some more putty there. I think this is my original putty. I might need to get a new one. And I think we're gonna do green, or let's do the Tahitian Tide just because. And I think we'll stick it in there. Probably not the right spot for it, but oh well, it's down now. All right, so this is the Celebrating in Color paper pumpkin. And if you missed it, check next week. So after May 20th, the first business day after May 20th, generally they're online. And you go to my online store. I'll have that link down below for you. And I always put the products I've used in the description below. And then so there might be full kits, there might be refills. And if you're interested in the pick of the crop, make sure to subscribe, or you can also do a prepaid bundle. So the information is at paperpumpkin.fromwhereistamp.ca for more information about our paper pumpkin kits. And of course, leave me a comment, drop me a message if you have any questions, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. We'll see you next time.